Hey Natalie, let's take a look at your week 1 create assignments. So really nice job here. I think there's a good sense of symmetry from side to side as far as making sure there's, our facial features are accurately represented. We're going to be working a lot on this whole idea of proportion throughout the class, and this is a hard one to grasp right off the bat. But there's a lot of tools that you can use that are practical tools for helping us figure out those proportions. But I think you've done a nice job here. I like that you're starting to think about how things are, a little more rounded. You're starting to think about shading as well. So we're going to experiment with all of that. I'd like to see you clean up your line style a little bit, kind of pull back and be a little simpler. And I know this comes with confidence. It's a lot easier to be kind of sketchy and get those shapes in roughly than it is to just commit to it. And that's okay. We're going to work a lot on all of that kind of stuff, and it's just going to help build your confidence. But I think this is a really strong start here. Hands, I know, are so hard, and I think you've done a really nice job here. I love that you're considering, this bump right here that we get from the wrist. I'd like to see you start thinking about how oftentimes shapes are broken down into individual pieces, right? Like knuckles, your fingers are 1, 2, 3 joints each, right? So how can we represent all of those pieces, breaking down shapes? And also I want you to start looking at shading a little more. Think of where light sources are coming from. Look at negative space as well. Sometimes that helps us delineate shapes even better because we're just looking at a kind of an organic shape opposed to like, okay, this has to be a finger when you're drawing this space. And so our perception changes a little bit and we tend to be a little more accurate there. Nice work here. This is a little on the messy side. I'd like to see this cleaned up a bit. And of course, when we do more of these, we can start getting that ruler out. And we're going to be doing a lot with linear perspective drawings in week 5, I believe it is. So I think that will be a really fun one. Oh, looks like we included it twice. And I love this assignment because it helps students start to experiment with line styles, line quality, and develop your own style. And thanks for including those picture planes. Really nice work. I'm excited to see where we go over the next 7 weeks.